Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mahmoud Akbar Afridi, and today I would be continuing the punctuations that we had left behind yesterday. So, yesterday we had done full stop and comma. So, today we would get a start with colon. Two common uses of the colon are to introduce a list of number of items as shown in the line above, to define, explain, or give examples of a preceding word. However, compare the following examples. They are both correct. He has many hobbies, which include photography, cycling, and water underwater swimming. He has many hobbies: photography, cycling, and underwater swimming. Now, first of all, let me show you what is a colon. Colon is this, which you could see over here. These are like two dots, one on the upper side and one on the uh, underside. So usually when we buy something, we are giving uh, for example, we are giving the names of some students for a particular sport. So we would write class 10th badminton players, and then names. We would write the names, but before writing the names, we would put a colon. It would say like these are the same example is of food. When we buy food, so for example, we are cooking biryani or something like meat, so we would write items, and then put a colon, and then whatever is being needed, we would write that. Over here you could see in the example, the first one is he has many hobbies, which include photography, cycling, and underwater swimming. Over here in this sentence we didn't have a colon. So like it's if the reader is not very skillful, or if he didn't have a very strong English, so sometimes the readers found it a little difficult. So using such punctuations, which defines our writing, makes the other people understand clearly. Like, but in the other sentence it has, he has many hobbies, colon, photography, cycling, and underwater swimming. Okay, now, in one, we do not use a colon because the list is an integral part of the sentence. Here are two more correct examples. Now we do have two more examples. Examples of important currencies include the US dollar, the yen, the German mark, and the Swiss francs. So over here in this sentence we didn't have a colon, but now coming towards the other sentence, I can think of at least four important currencies: the US dollar, the yen, the German mark, and Swiss francs. Okay, so there is nothing very like complex in using of colon, or what a colon is. Colon is very simple, and like it has very few uses, and using it makes other understand clearly what you want to say. Okay, using a semicolon. Not all writers use the semicolon in the same way. It marks almost as long a break as a full stop. Yes, it's right. It like represents a particular particularly like full stop. It acts like it. It separates grammatical sentences which are close related in their ideas. In a passage of prose, we should be able to replace all semicolons with full stops without changing the meaning of the passage. However, a fewer writers seem to use a semicolon frequently, while other writers hardly ever use it. I don't. I think so. Using a semicolon is a little difficult for the reader when he reads. It's sometimes difficult for the English learning beginners to understand it, and therefore I think so. Ignoring it, not using it, would be good, because whenever you use it, as I have said to you, that you should always use short sentences. It would there would be very less grammatical mistakes in short sentences. So we put semicolon when we want to extend our writing. We put it instead of full stop. So in my preference, we should put full stop. We should end the sentence, then start another sentence. But semicolon does the same, like it connects two sentences. Okay, now using a question mark. All of you might know what a question mark is. Question mark always, like when we question somebody, we we ask them why, what, whom. Like when we ask somebody that what was the reason you did this, why did you do this thing, so such things are like questions. This is the beginning of a question. Such words indicates that this is a question. Okay, put a question mark after a direct question. Do not put one after an indirect question unless it forms part of a question, please. Okay, so now sometimes let me tell you. Um, Whenever you have a question, why did you woke up early in the morning, so over here in this sentence, at the end of this sentence, you would put a question mark. But if, let me say, I asked him, why did you woke up early in the morning, so over here we would not put a question mark, because I'm passing a statement to anybody, to somebody. Okay, so whenever we are passing a statement, so we shall never put a full stop at that. But when let me give you another example. Who is this boy? Okay, over here we would put a full sorry, question mark. But if I would state that I asked my friend, who is this boy, so over here I would not put a question mark. Over here there would be a full stop. Okay, so now using an apostrophe. We use apostrophe to show that a letter has been left out or that more than one letter has been omitted. Okay, so apostrophe is a sign like this. You can see over here in this can't, this comma type, but it is called apostrophe over here and it is on the upper side. Okay, so the use of apostrophe is that, for example, over here the word is can't. Can't mean cannot. But usually nowadays, as English is getting advanced, every and a language is alive when it gets some improvement into it. It so at that time it gets lively when improvements or advancement stops coming into a writing. So the writing deads, sorry, the language deads. It's finished, over. Okay, so can't, it's the full form of can't is cannot. Okay, then o'clock, the same things happens over here. In o'clock we doesn't have any extra word between o and clock, but still we put an apostrophe. Then didn't, didn apostrophe on the upper side, and t, didn't mean did not. Okay, then I apostrophe d, finished. I would finished. Over here it means this. Then I apostrophe d, like one. I would like one. Okay, then another word is they apostrophe have, ve, which men have, they have. Then another word is they apostrophe re, they were. So these are words which are apostrophes, and apostrophes help in shortening our writing when we could not exceed, when the word limit is too less and we want to like write more, so we usually use this. The words has two possible meanings, as in 12 and 13 above. It is and it has. Sometimes we get like two meanings. It apostrophe at s, sorry, it means it is and it has. So we would be looking for the condition, that what does the writer want to say, so then accordingly we would judge and it would mean. So here today we would end our topic, and tomorrow we would study inshallah another topic.